Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to...
Social do's and don'ts of Lithuania.
When did this come out?
2 years ago.
Hey everyone, so today's topic is all about social etiquette and social expectations you might find in Lithuania. For this topic, I had to ask the community of Lithuanians who follow the channel and get some additional clarity from my wife. I think some of the things we'll discuss today are common across the country, while others seem perhaps more generationally dependent or even less common in a certain part of Lithuania. Even though Lithuania is geographically small, there are definitely subcultures and variations in doing things, but this will have to be a video for another day. But with that introduction out of the way, let's get started. So first off, showing up at the agreed upon time is important. Did the host tell you to come at 6? Then show up at 6.
There's no Haitian time in Lithuania. It's only
No.
Lithuanian time, okay?
Don't come early, but don't come late.
Yes, on time.
an expectation that the
Park the car, sit in the car until 5:59. You could exit the car at 5:59, okay?
agreed upon time is when everything will be ready so that guests can arrive. I know in other parts of the world there is a larger variation. For some, it means that you show up fashionably late, perhaps at 6:30. And for other cultures, it means that you should start to get ready at that time, and I guess the host might also be starting to prepare at that time too. So then, while you say 6, there's an expectation that you might show up at 7, perhaps. But yeah, in Lithuania, show up exactly at the time you're told, or as close to it as possible. Someone
But, to be fair, not everybody shows up on time. Like some people, I think he's about to say that sometimes you come a little early, some come a little late. Yeah, it's not. I mean, yeah, you try to come on
Because
time,
they're
and it's
forgiving.
but
Would you invite the person again if they are like really late?
no.
even be okay if you showed up a little early. That's what I'm told, at least. An extra note about this is that someone says that in Klaipėda and the surrounding region, the time to meet is usually just a suggestion, and people almost always arrive 20 to 30 minutes late. Now, I couldn't verify this with anyone else, and actually another Klaipėda resident tells me otherwise. So if you're from Klaipėda, do let me know how common that is. And on this theme of house gatherings, if you're invited to visit someone's home, then there is an expectation to at least bring something small, such as a snack, some fruits,
Yeah.
or a bottle of wine. I find this fairly common in other parts of the world too. If you're bringing flowers, do make sure it's an uneven number or an odd amount of flowers. That's because giving an even amount of flowers is something reserved for funerals. And on the host side,
That was the weirdest thing, because here it's reverse. So here is like they really only sell flowers in like dozens, half a dozen. Yeah, like it's kind of even number. So that was a little
I remember
interesting.
when we were dating, he would bring a bouquet of flowers and then a one single flower.
there seems to be an expectation that you'll offer and provide some food and refreshments.
Cherries.
Now, this can be as little as biscuits and small sandwiches with tea, but most people say that older generations tend to put out a lot of food for guests. The custom of offering food to guests might even extend to strangers who come into your home to
Yeah.
perform housework or repairs.
Mm-hmm.
My wife agrees with this, but adds that it might not be offered for someone making a quick repair.
I was about to say that. Yeah, if it's someone working the whole day, yeah. But if they came out, for an hour,
Oh, you offer them like refreshments.
water or something, but not like a full-on meal.
That
But yeah,
that's I don't know.
no. But if they work the whole day, yeah, usually you offer them like lunch or something.
Yeah.
But if someone is
That's
around for a
extra.
few hours, then something should definitely be offered. But moving on, when you actually step into the home, pretty much everyone says that you should take your shoes off. I mean, I still find it weird how in some parts of the world you leave your shoes on, but yeah, Lithuania, shoes off. And when you greet someone, the general protocol goes like this. Men shake each other's hands, women give each other hugs and kisses, and a greeting between a man and a woman, who don't know each other, is often characterized by awkward nodding and uncertainty. And that one really made me laugh because I think it's the same in some of the
No,
cultures
I've
too.
seen that. I've seen that before. It's like,
This next part is comical to me, but only because I see similarities with my own upbringing. I like to call this bit somewhat of a dance, just because it feels like a performance where both people may not actually say what they truly feel or want. But okay, here's what I'm talking about. When being offered a snack or a drink, it's common to politely decline the first time, but it's also common for the host to insist and offer things a second time. And then if you really want whatever's being offered, you can accept after the second offer, but if you really don't want anything,
Yeah, that is true. That it's kind of like polite thing to do is to decline, which was very interesting coming here and seeing, when people get offered something. Oh yeah, I'll take it. Like that was
yeah.
very like, oh, okay. Yeah, so that was different. Honestly, I still decline. I think it's just instinct is like, oh no, thank you, I'm good.
perhaps at least settle for a cup of tea or coffee. Then when it comes to drinking alcohol, there are two things. So first, you never want to pour a drink to yourself first. you wait for someone else to do it for you. Or if you're pouring drinks, pour drinks for other people and then for yourself. And
Yeah.
then I know in English culture, when you're ready to
I thought that was everywhere though, no?
Mm.
Because I
I
do
never
do
pay
that.
attention to
I
that.
do pay. You know, when we go to the parents, when I pour the drinks, I always pour myself last. But I kind of thought that was just the thing overall, not just Lithuanian.
take that first drink, you may clink glasses and say cheers. And in German, it's Prost, and so on and so on. And in Lithuanian, it's Isvikata, which means to your health. So when this
your
happens
health.
in Lithuania, make sure you look the other person in the eye. I do think the eye contact thing is found in a few other cultures as well. But that is pretty much it. A few people provided things that I would put more in the superstitious category, such as shaking hands across a threshold or sitting at a corner of a table. This seems like a slightly
The
Sitting at the corner.
shaking hands at the the threshold. Yeah.
What is that? What do you mean, like when you the
Okay.
step, like when you're about to go
You don't
inside?
have this here. Like in Lithuania, when there's a door, there's like kind of a step over thing you have to step on.
Mm-hmm.
Like here, it's not. I don't even know if it's common nowadays.
Like a
Designs.
step up.
It's
You
not
step
a
up.
step. It's a. Honestly, I don't even know
A
how to
little
describe it.
platform.
It's just it's like a little thing that separates that the door is not at the floor level. The door is a little elevated.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like this thick though. It's not like a. It's not. You don't step on it. It's just
If you
step
don't,
over it.
but you could trip if you don't. Right.
Yeah, you could rip if you've done. But yeah, like they say, I've never thought about it until now. But yeah, I have heard it being said you don't shake hands over that.
Why?
Bad luck, I guess.
Oh.
Now sitting at the corner, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Not. I'm not too superstitious though, so I don't really believe in none of that. But I don't know if I
There
heard
was
that
the other
before.
one he didn't say. Like if you give someone a gift that's a wallet, it has to have money in it.
Right, that's another superstition. Yeah.
different category, so we'll have to cover these in a future video. As I said a few times already, some of these things seem common in other parts of the world, but it's good to know what foreigners can expect to find in Lithuania. So were you surprised by any of these? And is your own culture and upbringing different? Let me know by
I thought it was gonna be more.
Yeah, I wanted to hear like some obscure, like fun fact.
Yeah.
Can I see the comments?
Yeah.
Maybe there'd be some
A
there.
lot of. I guess to me they were all. But to you, did you learn anything new or no?
No, I just had like a positive memories about the bouquet for flowers. I was like, oh, I remember that. That was so cute.
Additional rule in Lithuania: never say to any Lithuanian, especially from the younger generation, that Lithuanians and Russians are the same. We're deeply offended by that. Yeah, in Lithuania. Here, I don't get offended if they, call me Russian. It's like whatever. That's not, I'm not gonna go into the whole debate explaining the differences. That's whatever. I don't care. Shoes off inside 100%. That hats off too. Yeah. I guess not. If not inside, definitely hats off at the table. That's like a thing. Take off when you eat. Yeah, they take off the hat when you eat. That's a thing. I'm from Klaipėda. The story with being late here. There's a large minority of ethnic Russians living here. 17%. Oh, that's okay. That's a decent, sizable amount. Russians in general are noticeably more relaxed about coming late or being fashionably late than Lithuanians.
Oh yeah, Lithuanians do not play about being on time.
Yep.
You have 30 minutes.
Yep.
30.
My grandma was Lithuanian as well as half of my ancestors. I see so many similarities to how my grandma would act. I would spend time with my grandparents over the summer. Rather than the summer camp, and my Lithuanian grandma would spoil us to a breakfast that was basically a 5-course meal every time. I would always say I wasn't hungry, thirsty by the second or third serving of food, but she would always insist.
I saw a meme where grandma, when she's doing like a board of food, the apples would taste like onions because she chopped with the same knife onions and she used it to cut apples. I was like, ooh.
Shit happens, okay?
Yeah.
Seat separately in the bus if it's possible. That's common sense. Let the elderly people sit down, and elderly or pregnant women generally they let sit down in like in a bus. Do not buy the tickets until you see KLF control.
What?
Until you see the people checking the tickets, then you see, oh shit, I have to buy a ticket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.